Could you come over here?
Can't make a living if I get myself injured.
Got to press on. There's much needs doing.
Good. We're here.
Of course.
You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
I'm all for camping, but solid walls are a joy that can't be beat. And ours for a full week at no charge. What a steal.
'Tis as you say.
These armies see better days.
Always doing about a dozen things at once.
Having some.
There are worse things than turning in early, I must say.
'Tis an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
I don't know about you, but...
Aye. Is there aught you require, sir?
course. No one would bother with a wretch like me.
Invited yourself into my company, I see.
Uh-huh. There's something written here.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Happiness is a full schedule.
Nice place. I've heard there's a means to tell if someone who claims to be arisen is in fact the real thing. See, there's an oracle up in the palace, whose powers allow her to divine whether the arisen yet lives. There's only one arisen in the world, so no matter how many pretenders come forth, the oracle can see through their lies. Although, come to think of it, is that really proof? Does the oracle know who the arisen is, or only that they exist?
How might I aid you, sir?
How to spend the day?
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to...
I live life as I please, and why shouldn't I?
I can't stand the sight of you. Go away.
What should I get up to today?
Couldn't hurt to rest a moment.
Got to make hay while the sun shines.
It's been a hard day.
Mayhap I will find myself.
If only I were 30 years younger.
I'm in fine fettle today.
I could die happy.
Just imagine the coin we'd gain from selling this.
Deeper pockets make for shallower troubles, they say.
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents.
I'm in no mood for talk.
The Goblin's lair lies somewhere along the Western Road. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least.
'Tis most exhilarating. Rating to hand over such a sum.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No.
The goblin, I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know the goblin's lair. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Will this take long? I've ought to be doing.
Welcome to the start. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup? Come back any time. What are you up to? Welcome to. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour? Always a pleasure.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Business could be better, but I'm always a pleasure.
Oh, 'tis you. You're a welcome sight. Forgive my boldness, but I've a small favor to ask of you. Would you be willing to lend me some gold? I swear you'll be repaid in full. I don't believe it. How did you know I wanted this? Never mind, I'll treasure it all the same. You've my thanks, sir, and pray let me return the favor someday.
He spoke of returning the favour, but what could a lad of his age possibly muster?
Gather round. Treat you.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern every other night, isn't it? I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master story.
Oh, can't you go somewhere else?
Aye, got some coin to spare. Yeah, much appreciated. Gather round. Treat your... ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. Though to the soldiers' aid he would fain have leapt, unease overtook him, so behind a pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light, ere the room filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deathly still, and our hero was all alone. For every last soldier had been transformed into stone. Wary of his foe, and with presence of mind, the man crept up to the pillar upon which 'twas entwined. Seeing his moment, he unsheathed his blade, and brought the pillar low in a thundering cascade. The gloating serpent was caught by surprise, and with a pitiful hiss, 'neath the pillar it writhed. Till mustering swiftly the last of its might, to the depths of the shrine did the monster take flight. Thus, with a wit as sharp as his sword was honed, did our hero put an end to the threat imposed. And who was our hero? Why, needless to say, 'twas the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply.
Good day, sir.
'Twill near get done if I stand around talking.
What brings you here?
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
How might I be of service?
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you?
Right, that's a predicament.
This tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero, by history in spite of his word, awoke one fell morning to the canopy started out the front door to behold
A useful bauble, the fairy stone. 'Twill allow us to travel vast distances in an instant.
We must save it for a time of dire need.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Hope to see you again.
And a change of art. When you reach Melv, I'd also have you deliver this letter to one Sir Leonard. Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We've a delivery to make, 'twould seem.
Welcome and fine ale. Days like this.
We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard in Melv. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
Well now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry.
My pack feels as light as air.
Found a chest. But I wouldn't get too excited if I were you. You won't always find what you hope for.
Well, so you say, but I'll wager you're just as curious as the rest of us. last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
A passage. Here? Truly.
If we mean to continue to our destination, then permit me to alter our route. We've a shorter one available to us.
You are mighty indeed, Arisen.
Here, if you please.
I've seen better days, that's for sure.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, we formed a rather sizable gathering of beastrons.
'Tis a loyal heart that makes a pawn. Appearance matters not.
You wish me to return? At once, Master. I'm saved, Master, and 'tis all thanks to you.
We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard in Melve. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have no sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Would that we might always be so in step, eh? Hurting yet?
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
There, Master! Harpies! Flame is its weakness!
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Saved again. I'll redeem myself yet. Just when I needed it most. Many thanks. Yon chest lies maddeningly close.
We must find a way over to it. 'Twould be torture to leave it unclaimed.
Make it quick. I ain't got all day.
I'm near enough of wastrels and coons.
it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
Take opportunities as they come, I say.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
What's your problem?
Bugger off. Best not be bothering me for no reason.
Piss off, I'm sick of looking at you.
Behold how the stars shine, Master.
There's no great shock to me.
Expecting mercy. We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. Shall we make them rule their own impatience?
We were back ready when they found us. This shan't take long.
Very well. I must.
Saved, Master, and 'tis all thanks to you.
We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard in Melve. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
I suppose. By your will.
I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night. I can scarce keep my eyes open.
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.
I've a feeling fortune shall favour us this day.
Off we go then.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigour.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Might there be aught over there?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
I shouldn't like to take on any foe in these conditions. I'm apt to slip and fall on the enemy's sword.
It's a nuisance, but our enemy is likewise plagued by the rain.
Was most effective.
Feast your eyes on this!
Just when I needed it most. Many thanks.
'Tis as though the very heavens have opened up onto our heads.
I count myself fortunate to be washed of the filth of the road.
I've just remembered. There was another matter we were to attend to hereabouts. Was there not?
When the mind is split, the heart must lead.
It seems we already possess what's required of us. Could you come over here? We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard in Melve. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Oh, I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Huzzah! There's ore to be found here.
Ore is very useful. It can be combined with other materials for a variety of purposes.
There, Master! Harpies! And here I was, hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure. Feast your eyes on this!
the surest means to ward against their foul speech.
My thanks. Just what I needed. Oh, the sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
It can be most convenient, though they only...
Add fire to that oil, and our enemies shall have themselves a roast dinner.
Surely not.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Much obliged, sir.
Nothing caught your eye? That's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
This ox cart's bound for Melve. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
'Twas a bumpy ride, but we've arrived all the same.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
Well met.
Go on, have a gander as you pass by. Pleasure doing business with you.
Now this is a conundrum.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Do come again. Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Now, where was it? I headed. Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. Elf. But enough about me. Did you need something? Do come again.
I shall be your shadow.
And I shan't resist. I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Time to be heading home.
In every age, when the Arisen fells the dragon and saves the land, they ascend to the throne as song.
Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride, sir.
Going on.
All this patrolling does a number on my shoulders.
Got to press on. There's much need to do. Slim pickings of late. Maybe in my touch.
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on. Still too early to set out.
Only fools and urchins boast of their coin.
If you're in need of a ride, 'tis now or now.
Wouldn't say no to a bit of excitement.
Got to crack a few skulls if you want to be topped off.
You think they'd learn by now not to creep up on me?
suppose I'm tired. Barely slept the wink. As you wish. I shall return directly.
Be they friend? Clearly not.
You've made yourself an enemy.
You're gonna regret that.
Let us see what you're made of. Well, just when I needed it most. Many thanks.
I got the foggiest.
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as... the hills roll by.
Oh,
Come on then!
what am I to do?
Out of the cart.
Here, asking for You've made yourself an enemy. We'll pull through it. A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
No more here.
You must spare no effort against this foe, lest it sucks bitter defeat.
Did you fall in a puddle? You're positively soaked. The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Right, just follow me.
Look, Master! Goblins!
Too fast for you.
Arisen.
Thank you, Master. I feel much better now.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
We'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
Perhaps the Ariseners recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
You seem nimbler than just a moment ago, Master. A lighter pack can do wonders indeed.
I'll be here, but standing still is harder than it looks, you know.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
As you say, I shall remain here till you give the word. Goblins approach! But I want to fight on!
Hang in there. Help me surely come.
Saved, Master. It is all thanks to you.
My thanks. Where would I be without you, Arisen?
Our traits mesh well together. Each of us is suited to a different task.
We need only hone our skills, and in time we shall be indomitable.
There's no great shock to me.
I've grappled, you see?
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items. I'll have the gold for you in a trice.
You'll not live to regret this!
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? A person of import, I take it. Very well. I will lead the way.
Well now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
You look familiar, Cos. Have we met?
I'm not risking my life for a fitter.
Is this a challenge, Arisen, to see who can keep pace?
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
What a view! I'd not say no to a short repose hereabouts.
Perhaps we might take a moment to savour the scene.
I knew it to be so.
I find that until it comes to this.
I heard a rumour that this land was once a kingdom of Beastrons.
Fascinating.
Quite, though no definitive...
Just when I needed it most. Many thanks.
Mind you don't go trampling my vegetables.
Scare the life out of me, I don't know. Not much has changed. Memory serves, there is another place we were to visit not far from here.
Shall we head there now? 'Twould save us having to make the trip again.
Bad luck, sir. That shop's closed today. Best nab a wink at the inn and come round again on the morrow, eh?
Oh there. Faring all right?
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? A person of import, I take it. Very well. I will lead the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
I've a different path in mind now, given our current location. Follow me, won't you?
Oh, apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away.
Oh, that looks scrumptious. And I'm positively famished.
I'd not say no to a bite myself.
Snuffed out in the blink of an eye. Are you trying to provoke me? You'd think that'd be on account of immigration, but not so. See, a child born of both races always favours the beastren. At least I've ne'er beheld a human with a beastren parent. I suppose it might be possible, but 'tis unheard of. If we keep mixing, Someday our kingdom will end up with more beastrons than they've got all in Batal.
I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came. I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came.
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well, well. That's quite a discovery.
What you need. I'd better make myself scarce.
Master, 'twould be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
What's come over you, Arisen?
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
Bad luck, sir. That shop's closed today. Best nab a wink at the inn and come round again on the morrow, eh?
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange, but guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubted my eyes, I did. And rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny I mistook him for her. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble should so closely mirror a girl of the slums. Their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different as night and day. Aye, 'tis a cruel world we inhabit.
Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city. Monsters have gotten bolder of late, and more ferocious. One found its way inside the common quarter just the other night. Much blood was spilled before the thing was cold. You could say 'twas an ill twist of fortune, but mayhap we ought to be better prepared for such incidents. I wonder if building a nice, high wall is out of the question.
Just between you and me, my survey missions through the caverns and ruins have been more trouble than I foresaw. My task is to seek out items of potential value and research them. And 'twas going well too, till I found that door. 'Tis an enigma, forged of strange materials and covered in queer etchings. But my orders are to get to the bottom of it. So back and forth I go on an endless string of expeditions. I grow wearier with every trip, but no closer to an answer.
One must take pride in their charge. It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier. I cannot help but be wary of the world of the sea. Must hold out till someone comes to read me. It is hard to imagine a world empty of monsters.
Should you espy any large monsters fallen on the road, I ask that you leave them undisturbed. Clearing the high roads of such obstructions falls under the military's purview, you see. But our hands are oft overfull with culling and escort missions, so that we must trust to nature to run its course. The bodies will decay over time, and the winds will sweep away the remains. It only takes a matter of days.
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melve? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend. Here you are.
Ox cart seems a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
'Tis as you say.
We've arrived, but not so our quarry. Can it be we've mistaken the hour of our meeting?
This is the wrong time of day for what we have in mind. Best we set out again later.
Living's hard. Dreams are free. What should I get up to today?
No shame in letting down your hair now.
Nothing's harder than being honest.
Well met, sir. Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour? Much obliged.
I fear I've no...
To offer.
Put down my
What should I get up to today? So, you'd make a fool of me, would you?
My fate is sealed.
Quiet at last. I've got to keep my wits about me.
Well met, sir.
Might you be looking to in?
I'm little enough.
Be a lonely life, son. Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads? Despite the hour?
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll.
Peruse at your...
Our adventure continues.
Off we go then.
I hope you slept well.
We meet again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down, won't you? I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of excitement, so alive. And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite strict. You understand. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. Even aught as simple as going shopping for myself. My mother has always procured the things I covet for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands held a certain appeal. Of course, in the end, you were the one who made the purchase. That's all right. I know you meant well. Besides, I can safely say it was still a novel experience. I wanted to give you something in return by way of thanks. Here, this is for you. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then, farewell.
All this walking. Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would...
I've not got food atwixt my teeth, had I?
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master story.
Aye, got some coin to... What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
Say, have you been to... Well, if you do visit, you might want to give the old man who lives there a wide berth. I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day, only to be returned to shore by the brine again and again. As if that wasn't queer enough, he's apt to talk your ear off about some world he believes lies beyond the sea. I cannot fathom his obsession. I suppose losing his family must have driven him to madness.
I've heard there's a means to tell if someone who claims to be arisen is in fact the real thing. See, there's an oracle up in the palace, whose powers allow her to divine whether the arisen yet lives. There's only one arisen in the world, so no matter how many pretenders come forth, the oracle can see through their lies. Although, come to think of it, is that really proof? Does the oracle know who the arisen is, or only that they exist?
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. But it's clear this storytelling's got little to do with his wealth. So where's he get his coin, then? Makes a man wonder, it does. Could be he's involved in something untoward, eh?
These writings could be of import.
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
They say the Sovereign was bathed in the dragon's fell flame, such that his countenance was burned beyond recognition. And yet he draws breath. What surer sign could there be that he is our ruler true? I do hope his majesty shall recover soon. Mayhap he'll walk among the people, that we might thank him for his deeds.
The latest tidings from Melve came as quite a shock. It's been decades since the dragon last appeared. 'Twas a tragedy to those who suffered the beast's attack, to be sure, but I cannot deny it gave me a sense of hope. I thought to myself, with the dragon's coming, the Arisen shan't be far behind. An end to the age of proxies at last. And indeed, we have our Sovereign, though he is yet abed, nursing those grievous wounds. Still, that I would see this kingdom restored to rightful rule in my lifetime, I could weep for joy.
anything?
Come rain or shine.
Best check my stock
No
before
shame
it
letting down your hair now and then.
I am well enough, thank you.
Might as well look while you're here, eh? What a racket.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
I've got the sharp.
Need anything?
Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
While the sun shines.
No shame in letting down your hair.
I'll set out on my own adventures.
All sorts to do round here.
Come on, have a look.
Got to press on. There's much needs doing. Do you stop and have a look? I've wares and everything.
Seems like
I'm glad of any business in these troubled times.
Would that the gold would only...
No harm can come of a bit of kindness, I always say.
I'm always willing to lend a helping hand.
I've things to do, if you don't mind.
Business could be better, but I'm scraping by.
Seems my feet always
been a hard day.
Best keep a record.
Well met, sir. I'd like a quiet life.
I don't know half of your lives as my parents.
While we're here, shall we take care of that other task we were entrusted with as well?
We'll make our way there in time.
They say the Sovereign's up in the palace, recovering from his battle wounds. Seems driving away the dragon took quite a toll on our liege. Tell is, the beast's flames burnt him black as tar. 'Tis a right miracle he yet lives, if you ask me.
Pleasant breeze.
It's been a hard day.
Got to earn my coin while I'm still able.
Welcome to the Starch. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
I have no issue falling asleep, even... Our adventure continues.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself over much. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Sorry I am to hear it.
'Tis the dream of many to own a home, master. Shall we gather the requisite funds to make it our own?
That's just what I was thinking.
Heard of any ways to make some easy coin? No? Shame.
Places such as this nourish the spirit.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
I'd fain sell you this home, only don't ask me to lower the price any further. Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I am. This little... Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell.
There are worse things than turning in early, aren't A good sleep does wonders.
Off we go then.
I hope you slept well.
Your current vocation is ill-suited to wielding a bow, Master.
I knew it to be so.
Won't someone do aught about this?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
Beg pardon, sir, but might I have a moment of your time? See, a friend of mine has an empty house, but no use for it. And I see you round the inn rather often. Understand me? 'Twouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. What say you? Well, you needn't decide this very...
Mind the predicament.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Let's not be bothering me for no reason.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
I've more time than I know how to spend. I cannot afford another.
Good tidings to you. Are you the Arisen, perchance? Aye, I thought you might be the one. My husband spoke of you, you see. 'Tis through him I hear much of the gossip going around town. I suppose you're here to see him. You'll have to come another day, I fear. He's been sent out on a mission, and I can't say when he'll return. 'Tis a perilous mission at that. I've heard he is to fell a Dullahan at the Ildua's resting place. I worry for him. I do hope he'll fare all right.
Say, have you been to Harv? 'Tis a quaint little village down by the sea. Well, if you do visit, you might want to give the old man who lives there a wide berth. I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day, only to be returned to shore by the bride again and again. As if that wasn't queer enough, he's apt to talk your ear off about some world he believes lies beyond the sea. I cannot fathom his obsession. I suppose losing his family must have driven him to madness. Aught you need of me? Not much going on.
Can't say I have any tidings to share.
I'm unsure how best to proceed.
Might have a little kip.
Your current vocation is ill-suited to wielding a bow, Master.
Aye, what is it?
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
Beg pardon, sir, but I'm on duty at present.
Off we trot.
Should you espy any large monsters fallen on the road, I ask them.
I'm not trained for this.
Tis my duty to hear the people's concerns.
I'm frightfully busy. No time for idle chatter.
What must needs be done, but not at the expense of my duty. Such quietude is a blessing. Is there aught you require? Would that all my days were so... My sword arm could use some work.
This is a peaceful place. Perfect for meditation.
You're welcome to toss a coin or two my way.
Perchance you've heard. The coronation...
Dare I presume I've caught your eye? Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
Might you seem to be rather friendly with Captain Brancer. Tell me, is he faring well? 'Tis lamentable that the captain of the late Consul's Guard should have been relegated to the garrison. But there are whispers that he was given this station in reprisal for an unthinking petition he made to her grace. Ever since Thesa's faction seized power within the palace, her detractors have found themselves shunted into a corner. If I were you, I'd take care not to be seen currying favor with the good captain. Thesa has eyes everywhere, it seems. I do hope our sovereign's enjoying himself.
My watch finishes without incident. Would that all my days were so. Dull days for us are a sign that all is said.
Mayhap I'll come here and have a day to myself. Only person I believe in is myself.
Sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
You'd best mind yourself now. There's ought to be said, peace and quiet.
I've got to focus. My shift's only just begun.
What I can do for you?
Got to keep moving. Lest I fall asleep.
This sort of quiet means all's well.
How might I be of assistance?
Pray, don't speak to me now. I've got to focus.
I've got to focus. My shift's only just begun.
Minute now.
Who goes there?
Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
Oh, got to keep moving. Lest I fall asleep.
Good to see you, Master.
It is quiet about.
Look, Master. A treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Need anything, eh?
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you,
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Business could be better, but I've weathered worse. Many thanks.
Well, it takes two to make a sail. And this cellar had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
I wish I knew your restraint, Arisen.
Your current vocation is ill-suited to wielding a bowmaster.
Tis as you say.
I have no issue for... Our adventure continues.
Off we go then.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
Mind, I have time for a citizen in need.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Heavens, no!
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? What would you of me? I'll have no...
Hi. Faring well, I hope. Would you care to join me? I'd not say no to a bit of company. I was hoping you'd say that. Do you know, I had a feeling we'd meet here today. Say, you're not from round here, are you? How I envy you. I long to learn more of the outside world, but she's always telling me how dangerous it is beyond... After all, if the world truly is so perilous, what of the lives of our people? It seems unfair that I alone should be shielded from that reality. But listen to me waffling on. Ah, I almost forgot. I happened upon this little curio the other day. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then...
I hope the weather holds.
As in for my wares? My business.